No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, like told me, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win, apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, apply myself, I felt it in.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Special. Sorry, I said Refuse to Lose Special. Refuse to Lose Sports. I was just reading something that said special on it. My name is Joe Jordan.
I'm here with my man David. We got a big day for y'all. But before we get started, how you doing, David?
I'm doing good, my guy. How you doing today?
I'm awesome, man. I'm doing awesome. We got playoff football coming up this weekend. We also got, some NBA games we're going to talk about, I'm excited about, and some NBA stories. But before we do that, y'all, make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share this video with somebody that y'all know personally so they can come on and watch live with us. Use that comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting down throughout the show, all right? So use those comments as we go. And David, let's talk to him about those chats that we got going on.
All right, so the chats that we have going on, so for one, we have an exclusive Refuse to Lose Sports chat. So all that means is we talk about every single sport in that chat. College football, college basketball, we talk about every single thing. Anything sports related, we talk about in that chat. But in order for you to get in the chat, you got to come on the show. So if you want to come on the show, make sure you let us know when you want to come on the show, what topic you want to talk about, and then we'll let you know when you can come on. We'll actually make a topic for you. So the other chats, you can get in at any time. You just got to let us know which one you want to get in. That's why you put your name in the IG chat, and that way we'll let you know. Joe, go ahead and show our IG name so they can follow.
Yes, sir.
So these are our IG names, so you can follow us on Instagram. That way we can add you into the groups. So just let us know. So we have NFL, NBA, MLB, college football, college basketball, and boxing. We will be having within the next week or so, we're going to have a baseball show coming up because baseball is coming up real soon. We got some signings that we need to talk about. So look out for the first episode for that. I will be hosting it, and I will have some guests coming on. So make sure you guys come on. But I know a little bit about baseball, not a lot, but I know enough to be able to talk about it. So look out for that, and enjoy the show, like Joe said. And if you want to join in one of those chats, just put your IG name in the comment section, and then we'll add you on.
Let's get it. All right, so and last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. So let's get this thing rolling, David. So the first topic we're going to talk about is your Miami Heat. They got some trade rumors going on. All right, Jay Crowder, his name is getting thrown out there. John Collins from the Atlanta Hawks getting thrown out there. But I saw a report today that, they want to keep Kyle Lowry, So I'm not sure how true that is, but let's talk about those rumors that we hear. And y'all just got a W yesterday also. Good win for y'all against the Pelicans. Thank you for that win. Slid us in third place. But go ahead and let's talk about that.
It's all good. I didn't even realize we were playing the Pelicans last night until I saw the score. I was like, oh, wow. I'm shocked. And then the fact that we won by 20 plus points also shocked me. So, good win yesterday. I would definitely give y'all some praise for that. I think we had multiple players in double figures. Strus had a career high in 10 assists yesterday. So excited about that. Was definitely a good game against a tough Pelicans team. I know Brandon Ingram hasn't been playing, but they still have everyone else that's been there. So it's still a good win. But I got to address the elephant in the room. And I can't even say it's the elephant in the room. Kyle Lowry need to go. I don't understand what we're doing. The record shows that we're better without Lowry on the floor. We're 8-2 without him. Since he's been hurt, we've won 8 games and only lost 2. So he needs to give. He's not a good fit for us. if we do keep him, he needs to come off the bench then. I don't think he's good enough to be starting right now. I understand he's getting paid a lot of money, but Duncan Robinson's getting paid a lot of money too. He's coming off the bench. So I don't think there's any excuse for Kyle Lowry. I understand he's a champion, but he's a champion because of Kawhi Leonard, not because of him. He's a champion because of Kawhi Leonard and Pascal Siakam and Fred VanVleet. You know, Fred VanVleet had a awesome finals that year. Kyle Lowry didn't have an awesome finals. He had a couple good games, but other than that, it was because of those other players. And he wouldn't have had a ring if Kawhi never went to Toronto. What else? John Collins. I think that would be a good fit for Bam because he would have someone else that's able to defend, and John Collins can shoot a little bit. He's not an explosive shooter, but he can shoot enough to be able to, make you respect it. He's also a high flyer, so there's someone else that could be in the paint as well. But I don't think that moves the needle enough for us to compete in the East. Now I think it's a start and it will help out, but I just don't think should have won Finals MVP. Dino, you tripping? I don't know what finals you watch, but that's you tripping. I give him credit. I'm not saying he was trash in the finals. I'm just saying he wasn't the guy. And we know what he did without Kawhi there when he had DeMar DeRozan. They weren't a good team. They were a good regular season team, but every time they faced LeBron, they got bounced out. So that's all I'm saying. And Jay Crowder, I can understand why we're getting Jay Crowder because he was with us when we went to the bubble, the finals in the bubble year 2020 against the Lakers. So I can understand why they would want to go get him because he is a former player. He's a good fit for the team for what we do, but what is he really? What is he really going to do to help out? His defense will help out enough, but that's just about it. But yeah, I think Kyle Lowry is I think Kyle Lowry is the piece that needs to get moved, or he needs to come off the bench and let Gabe Vincent start because Gabe Vincent has played better as of late, and he shows that he's the better choice for the offense.
All right, so Kyle Lowry, like, you don't think that he brings that veteran presence, or that, like Javon said in the chat, that grit? He also, like, he's very good at drawing offensive charges. Like, I do agree with you that, he is getting paid too much. I would agree with that. His contract is not matching his play. But you don't think he's an asset, Chicago?
I'm not saying
or you think he's a lot more of a liability?
I feel like he's more of a liability on the offensive end. Not necessarily. I don't question his defense. That's one thing.
He can shoot, though.
He can, but he goes missing a little bit too much for me, for my liking. At least from what I've seen this year. Last year he was a little bit better, but this year he's gone missing a few times. He had games where he had 3 points, 8 points, 7 points. Like he something about it is just I'm not sure what it is. He has looked a lot healthier than he did last year. He looks like he's more in shape, but I don't think he's the answer offensively for what we need right now. Because we have to be able to score points. This is not a defensive league anymore. This is the offensive league, so you got to be able to score. And we don't. Kyle Lowry being out there is a limit to that. So I think we have Gabe Vincent, someone who's out there who's a better shooter. He's more. I don't want to say he's more gritty because I don't think he's more gritty than Kyle Lowry, but he just gives us more flash on offense. And then I think it's better if we have the lineup with Oladipo getting more minutes and Tyler Hero as well. So I think if either Gabe Vincent or Oladipo starts, it makes us better. But other than that, I don't think so.
All right, yeah, I do think replacing him with like a John Collins would be a good trade-off, because great veteran presence. I think you already got that. You already got people like Eric Spoelstra, your coach.
Yeah.
I mean, you still got your boy Donis Haslam, right? That's why he's there, right? So I agree. To move on from him and get like a John Collins, I agree with that.
Yeah. We still got Jimmy, so that's the thing. That's veteran presence right there.
Yeah, and Bam been to the finals. I mean, that whole team been to the finals for real. Like, y'all core. Tyler Hero was there as a rookie, so y'all were just there last year. So Kyle Lowry. Yeah, if you can get somebody like a John Collins who can stretch the floor out and go play with Bam, that'd be good. And he a high flyer. athletic guy, so I think I'll be good.
Yeah, he
All
definitely
right.
did run out the East. I just had to say that.
He said, yeah, that. Well, yeah, yeah, he yeah, This is that's why I ain't saying nothing. You know, right now he just trolling. After
I know.
that first comment, he put, yeah. Speaking of Blaze the Beam, all right, that's Cabo Tomo. You know, well, Cabo Tomo, you're done, son. All right, he's not there no more. He's
Yeah.
going to way back. So we'll have Tomo back on the show tomorrow. Looking forward to that. So the Kings played the Lakers yesterday for the fourth time this year, David. And in our group chat, it's a renewed rivalry, right? Maybe
Yeah,
not to the public.
it definitely is.
Yeah, that's why you gotta join the chats. You gotta join the chats. All right. If you want to be a part of the chats, let us know. Yeah, it's a renewed rivalry in our group chat. But this team's, they had like a historic thing going on in the past. Like the beam, my man Trent. Shout out to Trent, right? Like the beam. So the Kings won. They lit the beam in LA. Like the beam chance was going on. They won the series 3-1. So let me just talk to you about the game and the Kings real quick. All right. So look, first of all, I give props to LeBron, man. LeBron going into that game, ever since he turned 38 years old, he was averaging 37 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, I think. No, 9 assists. All right. 37, 10 and 9. All right. And I'm not gonna lie, every time LeBron had the ball, I was like, oh my God, like this dude, please miss. All right. LeBron is playing at an elite level at this age and at this stage of his career. Gotta give him big props for that. Like his longevity is unmatched. Like he is clear cut number 2. I'm not saying that to diss LeBron. I'm saying that to praise him. Like he's clear cut. Like nobody should be putting him. The only person that should be above LeBron is Jordan. And if you say Bill Russell, I understand because he's a champion. But outside of that, nobody else should be above LeBron, in my opinion. All right. Now, what we did though, we did a good job against LeBron, David. We did a good job against LeBron. LeBron finished with 32 points, 9 and 8, right? In the first half, LeBron was 6 from 11 from the field, shooting 54%, right? In the second half, 5 from 14 from the field, 35%. In the fourth quarter, 1 from 7 from the field, 14%. So as the game went on, we did a better job on LeBron. And they're LeBron a buzz. Blaze, I know you a Russell Westbrook fan. His stat line looked okay. All right. Like looked pretty okay, good. But he was bad. Like every time Westbrook got the ball, Dave, I was like, yes. Yes. Because every time he got the ball, he kept ISOing the whole time, right? And made turnovers like that. All right. So I was surprised to only see 2 turnovers on the box score. I thought he had more than that. Now look, we played without Sabonis. The second time we played without him. He's sick. Rashad Holmes stepped up, 7 for 7 from the field, David. 16 points, 11 rebounds, and he hit the 2 clutch free throws to seal the game. So I give Rashad Holmes some props for that. So without Sabonis playing, Fox was aggressive from the get-go. He had 11 points in the first quarter. He finished with 31 points, shooting 56% from the field. So Fox, right? Fox was on point from the start of the game. All of our starters were in double figures, were scored with 10 points. All right, so that was good also. Now, Mike Brown challenged my man Keegan Murray, right? Last time he played the Lakers, he came on a press conference and said that y'all great group effort rebound from y'all. I'm about to bring rebounding. Keegan Murray, last time he played the Lakers, right? Keegan Murray had 0 rebounds. And then Mike Brown went to press conference. I mean, Keegan, that's how you talk. Keegan Murray, I mean, 6'8". He's a young guy, and he only had 0 rebounds. He's do a better job than that. Man came out and had 10 rebounds yesterday. All right, which is big for us. So great win for the Kings, 5th straight, David. Kings are now in the 3rd seed. First time they've been a 3rd seed or higher in 19 years. This is tell you the moments we're in as a Kings fan. We're excited. My man Trent, Davion Mitchell played. Hey, Davion Mitchell, check my IG and saw he did a Kendrick Nunn. He put that man in the car seat. All right. So look, only Denver and Memphis is ahead of us. Yeah, he put him in the car seat. Only Denver and Memphis ahead of us. We beat both of them. I'm confident about that. We got the best road record in the Western Conference, David. All right. A good playoff team wins on the road. We got also 7 games over 500. First time in 18 years that we've been 7 games over 500, David. And coming into the Lakers game, right? Coming to the Lakers game, we were the first team in 34 years to score 130 points in 5 straight games.
Mm.
So our offense is elite. All we need is a rim protector. We gotta get somebody like a Miles Plumlee, get somebody like a Miles Turner, right? Get somebody like a Mobama, right? My man Trent said we get Mobama, we got a new theme song. We got a new theme song. My man Trent told me that, right? So we get something like that. It's not gonna say the rap, but I believe we could beat anybody in the West in the 7 game series if we get a rim protector. Now, for the month of January, David, to close this thing out, we average 126 points per game,
Mm.
right? We shoot on 50% from the field as a team, 40% from three as a team, 85% from the free throw line. And we got 6 players averaging double figures. All right. So I feel real confident where we at. Mike Brown deserves some coach of the year votes. I actually predicted he will win coach of the year, which I still think he will. Like I said, we just needed rim protector. But I'm excited what we got, and I don't have my bean with me. I'm kind of upset when you was talking about my name. I'm like, damn, that's my bean. But like the bean.
Hey man, I definitely gotta give a shout out to the Kings. They have definitely surprised a lot of teams. I don't think, like you said before, no one had them in the playoffs. Um, few even had them in the play-in. I know I had them in the play-in tournament in the beginning of the year, and then after we talked again, I was like, Joe, I think y'all can make the playoffs.
You did say that. Yeah, early.
I said, I think y'all gonna make the playoffs. And it's definitely looking like it now. Um, Got to give a shout out to Harrison Barnes. He definitely played well yesterday.
Yes.
Even though he didn't shoot pretty well, he had 20 points yesterday, 20.6 rebounds. Keegan Murray, like you said, 10 and 10, double double. Rashawn Holmes didn't miss a shot, 7 and 7 from the 50% from the line. And then Kevin Herter had 8 assists yesterday. I didn't Kevin Herter had that in him. Yeah, that boy had 8 assists, so he played pretty well. But I think that makes a lot of sense for y'all to get a rim protector. I think it would have been good if you know how we all pretty much down the Minnesota Timberwolves for making that trade for Rudy Gobert for trading all them picks. But I think if he was available and y'all didn't have to give up all those picks, Rudy Gobert would have been a great addition to y'all having being a rim protector. So that definitely will help out a lot. Your defense has improved from how it was early in the season. It was bad early in the year, but now it's getting better. But like I said in the last segment, this is an offensive league, so you got to be able to score. And I think y'all are tops in scoring right now. So
yeah,
I don't.
128 games.
It's not much I can really say about that. And then my boy Trey Lyles had 10 points off the bench. So
There it is.
You had 6 players in double figures last night, so y'all played pretty well. And then, like you said about LeBron, there's nothing you can really say about him. I mean, LeBron's LeBron. He's gonna put up his points. At this point, I think we're just really waiting for AD to come back to see if they can make a playoff push. But that's like how we said in the last show that y'all have a better chance of finishing 4 or higher than the Lakers do at finishing 13th. I think the Lakers are going to move up to at least 10 or 9, but y'all are definitely going to, y'all good. Y'all in the playoffs for sure.
You know who I think will be the perfect piece for us? The perfect piece for us. I have put it on Twitter. Perfect piece for us, David. I think we get this person. Listen, I think he'll fit right into our system. Lauren Marketing.
Wow.
I think we get him. I'm telling you.
It's crazy you say that because remember I said that Laurie Marketing deserves to be an all-star, and you was like, hold on. I'm telling you, he's been balling.
I'm with you on that. Him being an all-star. I'm with that.
He's been balling all year, man. He has to be the comeback player of the year. He has to be comeback or most improved.
Most improved for sure. He is hands down most improved.
Gotta be, because he been playing lights out, man. And
yeah, Jazz ain't getting him up. And Tom O'Corn, man. I'm bringing that Bradley Bill over there. Bradley Hill. Tell that man to heal up.
Oh my God.
Bradley Hill. Hey, Bradley Bill, no beef. You know what I mean? But you always hurt, bro. I'm sorry. All right. And shout out to Teddy, man, in the chat right now. Shout out to Teddy, man. All right. So yeah, let's get it. Next topic. Your background, man. Your background. Yo, look, Donnell, I don't know what happened. You know, Donnell called sick. You know what I mean? Say he couldn't make it. Tomo purposely planned this trip for this week, knowing that he was gonna be on. You know, so you know, the Cowboy fans kind of running from you, Dave. They're kind of running from you, right? But
Nah,
talk to me.
I've been getting a lot of smack from Cowboys fans throughout the week. So
Hey, Twitter fingers. Hey, trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. All
there
right,
you go. There you go. There you go.
all right. Getting
It's
bodied by. All right. So look,
it's a rivalry renewed.
let's get it.
I think this is definitely something that football has kind of sort of been waiting for. It's been last year's game was definitely exciting for me, of course, you know, because we beat them on the road, and a lot of people didn't expect us to do that, but we ended the year on a win streak last year, just like we did this year. But this year has been much more improved, and our team is a lot better than it was last year. We didn't have Christian McCaffrey last year. Brandon Ayuk wasn't the player that he was. Also, Tyler Noah Hufanga was not starting last year. So we got a lot of players that returned and gotten better, and we got more pieces now. Aaron Bakes on the offensive line, that left guard has definitely played well this year. We got a rookie that's been starting on the O line who's played well, and Brock Purdy, man. I mean, it's not much I can really say about him. He's a 7th round. He was the last pick in this past season's draft, and Blaze, none of that, Blaze.
So we don't want that. We don't want none of your praises.
None of that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Like y'all say y'all could be smoking on Purdy pack. Remember, y'all said all that. I'm keeping all those receipts, you know, because I've been quiet, I've been chilling, I've been humble, and I'm staying that way because like I said, I don't care until we win a ring. But I'm telling you right now, if we come out the NFC, I shouldn't hear nothing from nobody. I shouldn't hear nothing. But I definitely think we're poised for a run. We just got to make sure Brock Purdy doesn't make any mistakes. He's played well. He's pretty much played mistake free. He's only had 3 turnovers since he came into the starting lineup, since he got into the game with Miami. So it's definitely going to be. I think it's going to be a really exciting game. Of course, I'm going to predict that we're going to win. I think we're the better overall team, and that's no slouch to the Cowboys because they blew the brakes off the Buccaneers, but we did it too in the regular season. So, you know, our defense is definitely is better in my eyes. We're the number 1 defense in the league, so I mean that says enough right there. It's going to be a good battle. I definitely see us winning by at least a field goal. I think it's going to be a high scoring, but a high scoring close game. I predict this to win 31-28. Oh, okay. He hit. Bring him in. Go on and bring him in.
Hold on, we gotta get his name real quick. Hold on. Put that thing out. Hold on, where it go? All right. What do I do with it? Hold on. Where's the here we go. What's up, Tom? What's up, Cabo Tomo?
What's good, fellas? Can y'all hear me?
What's
Yes,
up,
sir.
Tom? Welcome back.
Okay. Nah, I just had to jump on here right quick because I'm in the middle of a layover, but ain't nobody running. I just want you to know that. All right. And I want to say one more thing. I don't want to hear us talk about this ever again because after we beat the 49ers and then we go on to the Super Bowl, all that stuff in the chat is done, son.
All I gotta say is, if y'all lose, you are in my doghouse.
We won't be there. We won't be there.
That's okay. I'll see you on Sunday.
Oh yeah,
Respect
Tom,
that.
we're gonna talk all script, but we're gonna set something up before Sunday.
Oh yeah. I just had to show up because y'all said Donnell couldn't show up. So yeah, y'all get back to it.
Man. Why Donnell try to come on in the office? Nah, bro. Donnell's too late. I'm trying to come on, right?
It's all good, Ryan.
All right, Tomo.
Yeah,
Safe
good
flight,
work,
man.
fellas. All right, y'all.
Yes, sir. Stay safe.
All
Stay
right.
safe. And take another one for me if you have to.
Oh yeah, we definitely got to put a wager up for that game for sure.
Oh
I
yeah,
like
I don't
that.
bet on my team.
You skip Bayless now?
it's, it's, it's,
Skip
a, it's,
Bayless
it's, a,
now?
it's a double heartbreaker. That's what that is. Oh,
But
yeah,
all
man.
right, y'all.
All right, Tom, stay safe.
All right.
Let's get it. Cabo Tombo.
Hey, Worm, since Tomo won't put a wager on, let's put a wager on. We
Yeah.
win, you give me a 49ers hoodie.
Wow. No, no worries. We're gonna set something up, David. All right. And we want him to come on the show. And as you said, so we're gonna set something up before Sunday for y'all Cowboys versus the 49ers game. All right, we're gonna do something. We're gonna do that. All right. Now, hold on, will you finish?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
All
done.
right. I know you're gonna add more stuff. Now, look, me, this is how I'm feeling. I'm picking y'all to win this game. Now, the 49ers, like you said, I think this year the Cowboys are not a better team this year as they were last year. And the 49ers are a better team. I think the X factor for y'all is Christian McCaffrey. All right. Before I go into it, I did my not so average top 5, aka top 8. I did the quarterbacks. I put Brock Purdy at number 8. All right. And a lot of people probably, I didn't get a chance to explain myself because it was only a minute long. But the reason why I got Brock Purdy as the 8th best quarterback in the playoff was the last is because if you take any of those 7 quarterbacks and put them on the 49ers, I think they'll be better. If you put Daniel Jones on the 49ers, I think they'll be a better team. Daniel Jones, I think that. Yeah, I think that. You give him Chris McCaffrey, you give him George Kittle, you give him all these weapons with the offensive line, with Kyle Shanahan play calling. I think Daniel Jones will do a little better than Brock Purdy. He's a better runner than Brock Purdy, right? And Brock Purdy is not the most accurate guy. Everything is a West Coast offense. Everything is short. He do go downfield sometimes, but a lot of things are yak stuff. So I'm not trying to take credit from Brock Purdy, but I need to see more from him. All right. I need to see him get tested a few times. I haven't seen that yet. I've seen it from Daniel Jones. I've seen it from other quarterbacks. That's in the playoffs, including Trevor Lawrence. All right. So that's why I have my number 8.
Okay. I mean, it was Trevor Lawrence's first game, just like it was Brock Purdy's first game in the playoffs, but that's fine.
But Trevor Lawrence is not in the same situation as Brock Purdy. I'm sorry. Brock Purdy is a beneficial off the 49ers system. The system runs off Trevor Lawrence. It's a difference.
I get what you're saying, but look at the quarterbacks we had in that system and look at what he's doing. From all the quarterbacks we've had in that system, he's played the best out of all of them. And
did any of those quarterbacks play with Chris McCaffrey?
Jimmy Garoppolo did.
For one game?
That wasn't one game.
Oh, he played. No, I'm tripping. All right, he lost to the Chiefs. But the second game he played with them against the Cardinals, what Jimmy G do?
They won.
And he threw like 4 touchdowns.
But look at what Purdy's doing with that offense though with Christian McCaffrey. He's doing a lot more than him.
Yeah,
and he's not just feeding Christian McCaffrey. He's feeding everyone.
If Jimmy G was in this pool, he'll be 8 too. Like saying Brock Purdy is better than Jimmy G ain't saying a lot to me.
It's not, but I'm just talking. I'm first of all, I'm not disagreeing with you putting him 8 because of your explanation. I'm just saying when you're comparing him to other people, he's playing better than them. I understand.
Yeah, he is.
He's in a different system, but you can't fault him for that system. He's exceeding the system because the other quarterbacks we had weren't able to exceed like he's able to exceed in the system.
I don't think that's fair, man, because Jimmy G, like Chris McCaffrey was well into the system when Brock Purdy stepped in. So like having Chris McCaffrey in your team, bro, is OC. It's like a super team now. Y'all have an all-pro type player at every single level on your offense. Now, y'all didn't have that with Jimmy G. I didn't have that with the other guys. Jimmy G, like I said, he was with Chris McCaffrey for a few games, and he looked great with Chris McCaffrey. He did. So that's why, like my man Teddy saying, slant, screen, track. So I'm not trying to take away from Brock Purdy, but I can't elevate him. So I should elevate him above Daniel Jones because of what he's doing in the system right now.
So are y'all saying that he hasn't thrown any deep passes at all?
I'm not.
That's touchdown.
I'm
addressing Teddy.
No. I don't think Teddy's saying that. He's saying like most of the system is that though.
Yes, it is. It is, but you got to be able to excel in it.
Well, yeah. So like I said, I think if you put Daniel Jones on the 49ers right now,
I think maybe
they'll be a better team.
I think that's probably the one I disagree with.
All right. Daniel Jones got his team where they are right now, and they're the worst team in the playoffs. If you take out all the quarterbacks, the Giants are the worst team in the playoffs. Worst team. They got the worst weapons in the playoffs too. We complain about Lamar not having weapons. Outside, he do got Saquon Barkley, but as far as receiving core, the Giants got the worst. They even got a tight end like the Ravens do.
That's facts. But this is, I mean,
I get it. You know, you're a 49ers guy. You know, you got to defend your guy, but you actually believe what you're saying, and you got to defend your guy. You know, it's all good. You know, I just disagree. You know, but so but back to y'all giving y'all praises, y'all gonna win. All right, so I think y'all gonna win. I know, like they say the Cowboys, which is true. The Cowboys are very opportunistic. They turn the ball over, but guess who else turn the ball over a lot? Y'all do. In the last 10 games, y'all turned the ball over 23 times. I mean, y'all forced 23 turnovers. I'm at.
oh yeah,
So y'all. I mean, I think if I will say this, if the Cowboys were able to pull this off, right? I mainly think it will be because of Brock Purdy, having a bad game.
yeah.
Like the Cowboys are forcing him to turn the ball over and stuff like that. All right, I know I know. Yeah, Dallas by 10. Okay, yeah. So I had to get it out the screen real quick. But I do think that Brock Purdy had to have a bad game for y'all to lose. I don't think that Dak Prescott gonna have a field day on the 49ers because of the pass rush. Y'all can rush the quarterback with this floor and sit back in your secondary. So you look at it when y'all played him last year. Y'all didn't blitz for real. Y'all was bringing 4, and he got sacked 5 times, I think.
Yeah, we're not a blitzing team. We mainly bring 4, maybe 5, but it's mainly just that front 4.
Yeah. So I think that Dak gonna have a tough day. Now I'm gonna tell you somebody who I think could thrive off this moment though, and put their name up there with the top people and with the top of the people at their skill position. Is CeeDee Lamb.
Yep, I agree.
CeeDee Lamb. He has an opportunity really to put himself out there because you look at the last team that did good against y'all, right? It was who? The Raiders. But they got Devontae Adams. That's a different dog. So CeeDee Lamb, if he has a great game, they have a great chance winning. But then you got Parsons against Nick Bosa. I think Nick Bosa got better pieces around him. So I think that he's gonna, prevail and they're gonna win. I think it's not gonna be a down to the wire game like it was last year. I think they're gonna win by a good margin, in my opinion. So I'm gonna roll with the 49ers to win this one.
Okay. I mean I'm cool with that. But I just think it's gonna be close. Like I said, that back end is the one thing that I question a lot, and we saw that last week against the Seahawks. We saw what DK was able to do, and I think CD's better than DK. So, who knows? I'm just ready for the game.
Let me say that. Also, if Dak Prescott plays well against y'all defense, even though we said the secondary and all that, but if he plays good and they beat y'all, Dak has to be elevated.
Yeah, he has to be
elevated.
Especially, I mean, not even just how he played last week, but this is against a top defense. So if he's able to do it just like he did against the Eagles defense, then yeah, for sure.
Hey, look, Eagles fan, I'm sorry, but this will be the toughest team Dak will play in the whole playoffs. All right, as far as like defense, it's gonna be the toughest defense he's gonna play in the whole playoffs. Now, so if he could get past this team, then yeah, man, the chances looking good for him going to the Super Bowl. All right, so speaking of them, the Eagles, we got my man AJ on the sideline ready to come in. All right, so we got AJ. What's good, AJ? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. How y'all feeling?
What's up, AJ?
What's going on?
Awesome.
With that 80s that 80s outfit that you had on,
I had to put it away, man. I had to put it back in the closet, man. That was a one night thing. It was a good night though. It was a fun night though.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's a one night thing. Had to throw it back for the one time.
Yeah, I don't know why. Did I freeze up? There we go. All right. So look, AJ, before we get started, I know you got your own thing going on. All right, in the sports world. Let's talk about what you have going on before we have you talk about the Eagles.
Oh yeah, sure, of course. So I work for ESPN Radio out here in Minnesota. So I do content for them on social media. I'm also like one of the analysts on one of their podcasts called Taxi Squad. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. The links is in my bio. I also do my own separate content like for TikTok. And that's just really for fun. I've been talking Eagles all year because my boys are balling. I ain't said much about the Lakers because they been suspect. They just lost again, right? Just lost again to the Kings, so I ain't saying much about them, but also do my own content as well. So, and I'm also doing another podcast with my boy in like 30 minutes. So y'all make sure y'all tune into that as well. Turn over the podcast, link in my bio. So I got my hands in a lot, man. Just having fun though, just having fun.
Yeah, so AJ is part of the group chat that we have on IG. So just drop the link in the group chat, and then everybody can come on and support you, man.
Cool, I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
Of course. So let's get to business. So you got the background, you got the stadium, Lincoln.
Yes,
I was
sir,
there,
yes,
you know, a little rowdy place, you know. So Lincoln Financial Field, y'all play the Giants. Third time's a charm. All right. So talk to me about that game. What do you expect the outcome of that game to be?
Man, what I can't stand is the media right now gassing these Giants like they something that they not, man. Like that's what I'm not feeling. I'm not feeling it, man. Like no disrespect, no disrespect to the Vikings. We all knew what the Vikings were. They struggled they closed games in the regular season. It was decent. And they won a lot of games, a lot of tight games. A lot of them they shouldn't have won. Like they came back from 33-0 on the Colts. Like games that they shouldn't have won, they found ways to win. And I give them credit for that. But we all know their defense was terrible. 31st ranked defense in the league. Daniel Jones went in there and had a good day against the 31st ranked defense in the league. It was a playoff game. It was on the road, but it was the 31st ranked defense in the league. And we talking about this man like he Joe Montana. Like, come on, yo, like pump the brakes. I feel like Philly has beat this team twice already. The second game, if you don't want to count that, that's fine because they didn't have none of their guys playing, and we had a vanilla game plan going on. But we blew them out 48-22 in the first game. I don't think it's gonna be that bad this time, but I do think we beat them handily. I think we beat them by at least 2 possessions in this game. I really do. I think that our defense, the way we can create pressure, 70 sacks on a season, the way our secondary can turn over the football, second-ranked secondary in the league, second-ranked pass defense in the league. I feel like that's a tough adjustment to go from 31st to the second best defense in football. On the road in Philly, I think he gonna get smoked. He gonna turn the ball over a couple times, and we're gonna handle our business. My only concern is Jalen Hurts slightly with the shoulder situation. Slight concern there, but he's off the injury report. So I'm feeling good about where we at, man. If I'm being truthful, and I don't mean to look completely ahead, but I'm looking at them Niners like, all right, we really might have to see these dudes. Because I think they beat Dallas. And no bias there. I just think the 49ers defense would just be too much. And I'm looking forward to that matchup more than anything. But we're going to handle these Giants. All this talk about the Giants upsetting Philly is crazy talk. Crazy.
Okay.
I think this is a valid question. Y'all bringing up Meek again?
Hey, we might. I think we should amp everybody up, man. That get us turned up. That's how you know we normally when he come out and perform and do something, we turn up, play his music, something. So
I do got a question on one of the comments. You said second best secondary in the league.
Yes,
What's
sir.
second better than y'all's?
Well, pass defense, I mean, because y'all got we got number 1 pass defense. I'm thinking about overall. My fault. Because I'm thinking about y'all defense at number 1. But we got the best pass defense in the league.
Yeah,
like I said, going from 31st to first and second best overall in the league. Come on now.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Yeah. Y'all one got pieces in that secondary this off season. That's what y'all did. And then Garner Johnson is back too. So that's good.
Sir.
Y'all healthy. All right, Dave, talk to us.
So I agree. I think the Eagles will win this game. But I'm not expecting them to win by 2 touchdowns. I'm saying by if they win by a big margin, I'll say maybe 10 points. 7 to 10 points is the margin they win by. But I'm thinking that they'll win by like 6 points. I think they'll win by 2 field goals. The Giants are just a different team when it comes to playoff time. I understand it's a totally different team from when Eli Manning was there, but it's just something about this team whenever they reach the playoffs and they seem like underdogs. It's just Danny Downs played awesome in that game against the Vikings, but of course everyone saw that the Vikings just fired their defensive coordinator because their defense sucks.
Trash.
So that plays a big part in why Danny Downs played well, but you still got to talk about those weapons that a lot of people say he doesn't have. Like Joe said, those weapons actually showed up in the game that mattered, and
You know, they dropped the pass.
we can talk about elite receivers in the game, but a lot of people who we believe is an elite receiver didn't really have a big mark in that game, and that's Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson didn't have a big game when he should have. And of course, there are other reasons that why that happened, but the Giants' defense is nothing to be played with either. Their defense has definitely stepped up. They have a really good defense this year. I believe their secondary is back healthy. So I think that's what it is for me. Why I'm thinking the game's gonna be actually close. Plus, it's a division game. I understand it's a third game, but it's a division game, and the last game was close, even though they didn't play. So I think it's going to be a little different now because they are playing. Saquon is Saquon. There's not really much I can really say about Saquon. He's one of the best running backs in the league. So I think it's going to be a good game. But I do expect the Eagles to win this game. I do think they're going to win by 6 points. But like I said, if they win by a big margin, it'll be 7-10. I don't think it's going to be 2 touchdowns.
All right. Yeah, the Eagles are a big favorite. I think they're 7.5 favorites in this game. You know, it's hard to beat 3 teams. Hard to beat a team 3 times.
Is it really? It's not.
Really
it's not that hard.
It's hard.
It's
unless
not
you're
that hard.
49ers.
Just because we blew them out, don't mean it's easy for everybody.
But the Flowers were struggling, and then it took somebody having a dirty play, and they just went crazy on them. But look,
yeah.
AJ, I'm getting 2008 vibes, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. So hear me out, AJ. I'm not. It's no disrespect to y'all. All right, this is all my gut feeling. I'm going with right here. I'm going with the Giants. All right. And
to win the game?
This is why I'm picking the Giants. All right. Dexter Lawrence, Leonard Williams, Kayvon Thibodeau. Lane Johnson is hurt. He's playing, but he's hurt. He's not 100%. Jalen Hurts is hurt. Y'all just play. I know you say y'all had a vanilla game plan, but that was a must-win game for y'all, knowing because y'all needed that to get the number 1 seed. And Jalen Hurts came back from injury. So y'all needed to win that game. So with the Giants' third-string quarterback, and it took an onside kick. It came down to an onside kick for y'all to win. So we gotta pay attention to that. And look, that front set, you watched the game, they were giving Hurts a little trouble. All right. So
they was.
I'm gonna roll to the Giants because of that. I do think offensively, all right, the best way to get the Eagles off balance is quick passes. Off the jump from the game. I think Daniel Jones and Thibodeau and Brian Daboll would do that. And if Joe picked the Giants, AJ, y'all winning this.
That's what I was laughing at. That's funny.
Yeah, but look, I picked the Jacksonville Jaguars to beat the Cowboys, and what happened? Okay, look, and I put a parlay in for them to get the defensive touchdown. That's how they ended the game. So look, I think if they end up beating y'all, right, we're gonna look back and say Brian Daboll outcoached Nick, your boy Nick at night, right? So I like Brian Daboll. He gets his teams ready. The Giants, the type of team that if it's a close game, they can pull it through. They won a lot of close games this year. So did y'all. All right. When y'all not a lot, but because y'all didn't have a lot of close games. When y'all were close, y'all did pull them off. So the Giants are hard to beat 3 times. 2007, 2008 season. The Cowboys were in y'all position. Number 1 seed. They put up 31 on the Giants in the regular season, 45 on the Giants in the regular season. Giants met them in the division round, upset the Cowboys. All right, so I'm thinking it's the same, literally the same situation. Kind of, the defense was better, but they still have a good defensive line today. Daniel Jones and Eli Manning are turnover-prone quarterbacks who actually cleaned up for that 1 year. All right, so and the Giants are in rhythm. That's my last point. They're in rhythm while y'all not. So y'all got a week off. Jalen Hurts, I don't know how he gonna look. So yeah, man, I think y'all gonna start off slow, and the Giants gonna just maintain that lead. I think y'all gonna start off slow, and y'all gonna be climbing back, gaining momentum, while the Giants squeeze out victory at the end of the game.
The Cowboys over the last 25 years have been notorious for choking. Notorious for choking over the last 25 years.
That's true.
So I feel like it's unfair to compare the Eagles to the Cowboys, especially recent history. That 2016 team Cowboys is not this Philadelphia Eagles team. This team lost one game all year with Jalen Hurts, just one game. And the one game they lost, they turned the ball over 4 times. That's the type of effort it's going to take for the Eagles to lose this football game, I think. I think they're that much better. And to Washington. Gotta give props for they lost that one game to Washington. Still slightly upset.
Yeah, I gotta take all the praise when I can. You know, we're not in the playoffs.
I respect that. I'll be the same way. But I think this team is too loaded on both sides of the ball. You guys don't talk about the defense enough. Daniel Jones and them not walking into Philly and putting up 20, 30 points on that defense. And they're going to have to score some points. Even if Philadelphia starts slow, that don't mean they end slow. They could put up points in bunches. A ton of weapons on the offensive side of the ball from Devontae Smith and AJ. If you slow down one of them, you still got to deal with Goddard. You still got to deal with the rushing attack. We got the ability to dominate time of possession in ways that most teams can't. And so they got to put up some points. And I don't think they're going to be able to do that in Philadelphia against that defense. I just don't see. Daniel Jones got to show me that he can do that against our defense for me to say, okay, they got us. And then you also got to show me their defense completely slowing us down to under 20 points. Because I just don't see that. I think we have too many weapons and too many options to get the football to. Too many playmakers for that to happen. And so they got a great defensive line. I give them credit. We have the best offensive line in football. Yeah. We do have that strength. Lane Johnson isn't the only Pro Bowler on that offensive line. He's a huge piece. Don't get me wrong. Great piece. Probably our best offensive lineman. He is maybe even our best offensive player. Maybe honestly,
he's definitely an offensive lineman. I agree.
Yeah. But it's not like if we lost him, the offense completely goes to nothing because we still got a lot of talent on our offensive line, and he's gonna play. Who knows if he's going to be able to finish the game and all of that? Who knows? He might come out and be great. We don't know yet. And so all I could do is go off of what I see. Hurts, he will be out there. Lane, he will be out there. And if our players are there, they not. In Philly, I think y'all underestimating coming into the link, beating us for a playoff game. The last time somebody from the NFC was the 1 seed, they went to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl. That 1 seed was 2017 Philadelphia Eagles. We get that type of advantage. We gonna get the Giants up out of here. I'm telling y'all. I know they gassed up right now. They got some momentum. They feeling good. We're gonna bring all that back down to earth with our defense. It's gonna start on the defensive end. I feel like Hurts might start slow, but he gonna pick it up, and we gonna get the cooking. We're gonna get the cooking. I'm trying to tell you, man, it's happening. And then we'll see, because I heard you make a comment about, hey, if Dak finds a way to beat these 49ers. Man, it's gonna be a real good chance he goes to the Super Bowl. Because he's gonna have to come back through the link. So I'm not sure about any of that. If he gets past the Niners, he gotta come through the link. He got us in Dallas. He had his best game dang near against us. Is he gonna duplicate it in the playoffs on the road in Philadelphia with CJ Gardner-Johnson back? So you can't just exploit the slot with Jalen Hurts on the field, who can dominate time of possession and score points with you? No interceptions, no fumbles, like how our backup was, Gardner Minshew. It is not coming through Philly. Ain't gonna be sweet for nobody. I just will drop that on y'all. It ain't. Don't overlook the number 1 seed. Don't overlook the number 1 seed.
Listen, I agree with you. If both of y'all come with y'all A game, it's no contest. It's no contest. Just a gut feeling. I'm telling you, man, like when I get these gut feelings, normally I'm right. You know, I had a gut feeling in week 6. You feel me? I think it was week 6, week 8, whatever it was. So, but I think, like I said, y'all, Jalen Hurts is not an unknown. He is, still hurt. Lane Johnson is still hurt. And the Giants, like I said, last time I saw y'all play the Giants, their defensive line gave y'all problems. But like you said, it's in Philly. It was in Philly week 17 too, but it's a different atmosphere, playoff game, But I think Daniel Jones, I'm not gonna say he's gonna light y'all up. I think the Giants will get an early lead, and y'all will look dominant throughout the rest of the game, but they're gonna maintain that lead. That's how I think the game's gonna go. But we'll see. We'll see.
If you had to put a score on it, what would you put on it? Like how many points? I just want to know how many points y'all think the Giants gonna put up. Because I don't think they putting up. I give them. I don't think they putting up over 20. I'll give them 17.
For real?
I would say 17 points.
I think they get 24 on y'all.
You crazy?
Yeah, I think get 24.
Y'all are crazy.
I got the score being 26-20. That's the score.
26. Oh, I still get 24 because of short fields, probably, so stuff like that. But I don't think they're gonna go up and down and filling out our defense. So I don't think that's gonna happen.
24 is borderline though, going up and down. If you put 24 on us, that's
not now. You turn the ball over. You turn the ball over, get a short field. So I don't know. I ain't got a score for you right now. But yeah, I'm thinking like 24-21. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So I don't want to bring us back in there. We got the playoffs, man. Joe, move on. Go to next year. All right, with the Commanders. Bring back up. So AJ, next week I'm gonna talk to you off camera, off script, whatever, and get your schedule, and definitely get you back on here for next week. Win or lose or draw. All right, and then if y'all win, we gotta get you multiple times next week to talk about this weekend and next weekend. Potentially, those guys are top of you right now. The 49ers. All right, so that'll be a good one. If not, you either get the 49ers or the Eagles. Either one I'm cool with. It's gonna be a good show.
I feel that.
So yeah, let's get some last like last time we get some last words in. You talk to your squad, talk about your what you got going on again. Let's get some last words before you hop off.
Like I said, it's actually inching up on that time right now. I'm about to hop over to my podcast with my boy Ant called Turnover the Podcast. The link is in my bio. Check out the ESPN Radio podcast. It's a Minnesota sports podcast. So, I don't know if y'all really want to hear much about that, but that just is what it is. But it's a good pod though. So, I recommend that. All my social media is here at J2K, and that's where my regular content is too. As far as them birds are concerned, they hating, but they gonna understand in a little bit how this is about to go. When we end up in the NFC Championship game after a dominant performance on both sides of the ball, they're gonna recognize, we're gonna get more respect, and then we'll move on from there. But this playoff time, we hungry, we ready, we gonna get the job done. Lakers, I got nothing for y'all. Y'all just do what y'all gotta do. Like I don't even acknowledge y'all right now. So
you sound like me when it comes to the Miami Heat.
Man, for real. Like man, it's only but so much you can say, man. You just get sick of it. Like I'm cool. Our football team's doing well, so that's what we gonna focus.
They doing really well. Talking about that as well. They doing really well.
Right.
All right, brothers. Appreciate you for coming on for real, like always. And we'll get you back on next time. Stay safe, and we'll be tuning into your show right after this.
Appreciate it, man. Catch y'all.
All right, let's get it. All right, y'all. That's AJ 2K. My man. All right. So, David, let's wrap this up with these last two topics. AFC playoffs. All right. Chiefs versus Jaguars. They call him the prince that was promised, but he's going against probably the king of the quarterback crew in the NFL. So, talk to me. Who you got, Chiefs or Jaguars?
Chiefs. I don't think that was. And that's not to say that the Jags not gonna put up a fight. I think the Jags will put up a fight, but I just think Patrick Mahomes is just too good. He's going to at least get to the AFC Championship game, which is his sixth time in 6 years. that's
is
crazy.
It 6 times?
I think so because last year made it 5, I believe.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. No,
this one to make it.
No, this is fifth. This is fifth, I think. His first one was in 18. No, it was in 18-19 season.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's still crazy.
That's still good.
That's still crazy.
As a starter, 5 straight.
Exactly. So, man, I got the Chiefs winning this game at least by 2 touchdowns. I don't really have much more to say. I think the Jags can put up a fight. Trevor Lawrence, that 4 interception first quarter is still like crazy to me. I don't think you do that against the Chiefs and come back and win that game. So he has to play a clean game, but I don't think he will. And the Chiefs defense always plays better in the playoffs. So I got the Chiefs winning this game by 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I think that people are underestimating the Jaguars a lot. I'm picking the Chiefs. All right. Fair warning. I'm picking the Chiefs. But the Chiefs defense is not great if Chris Jones not having a great game. Now, Chris Jones having a great game, getting to Trevor Lawrence, then the Chiefs defense be looking like a top 5 defense. But when Chris Jones not getting to the quarterback, they look like one of the worst defense in the NFL. All right, so that all defense is predicated on what Chris Jones is going to do. But I think that the Jags offense with Doug Peterson is very creative. He can get them. He can score some points. But one thing about Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in the divisional round, Patrick Mahomes always play crazy. He always play out of his mind in the divisional round. All right, I'll never forget the Titans game. Play out of his mind. Right. I think against Baker Mayfield, he played in the divisional round, but he got hurt. But he was playing great against the Cleveland Browns. So I think that the Chiefs gonna win this game, but I don't think it's gonna be a blowout or nothing like that. But I can see Patrick Mahomes having a near complete perfect game, and they're gonna win this game. But I do think Trevor Lawrence will play a good game too. I think he will. So it might be like a 10-point game when it's all said and done.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it to be like a 21, 28 point game. That's why I said 2 touchdowns. That's that's like my max. I don't think it's going to be any bigger than that. And I don't think Trevor Lawrence is going to throw 4 interceptions in the first quarter. I'm not.
Yeah, he better than that.
But I'm just saying that's just a little alarming.
He better not do that because this ain't no Justin Herbert and Brandon Staley. All right, so
Definitely.
all right. The last game we got the Bengals against the Bills rematch of 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. Rematch of 3 weeks ago. Bills are home. Bills are 5-point favorites. What surprised me, they're 5-point favorites in this game. The future Josh Allen and the future Joe Burrow going head to head. These are the guys that's like second to Patrick Mahomes, right? They're like fighting for that second best quarterback title. So, who you got, Bengals or Bills?
I'm actually going to go with the Bengals in this game. I think the Bengals are going to come out and win this game. I think we're going to have a rematch of the AFC Championship game last year. And I think Joey B is just going to have a good game with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd. And then Joe Mixon. I just think they're going to have a good game against the Bills. Understandably so, the Bills are the higher seed and they're at home. And Josh Allen has played well in the playoffs. I just got a feeling that the Bengals are going to win this game. I think it's going to be close. I'm predicting it's going to be at least by like maybe 3 points or maybe a touchdown, but I don't see a blowout at all. But I see the game starting off how it did 3 weeks ago when they played, when the score was 7-3. I think it's going to start off that same way. And I think the Bengals are going to be able to hold on to the lead.
All right, I'm going with the Bills. I think both quarterbacks will play good. I don't think one is going to outshine the other. What would make them outshine them is to win, But as far as stat line, I think it'll be kind of similar. But one thing about the Bengals, though, they are missing 3 starting offensive linemen. So that's huge. That's huge for Joe Burrow now. And one thing about them, right? You look at the games where Joe Burrow played and he got sacked a million times. It's always been against a team with not a good they don't have an offense to answer all those sacks. You look at the playoff last year, they played the Titans, got sacked 13 times like that, or 8 times like that, whatever. Ryan Tannehill, really? All right. You look at the Steelers, first game of the season, he got sacked a million times. Really, Trubisky, all right. So when I look at stuff like that, and you look at the Super Bowl, sacked a lot of times, but they had an explosive offense on the other end, and they won the game. So I think that not having those 3 offensive linemen, we saw Patrick Mahomes going to the Super Bowl without his 3 starting defensive. Not defensive. 3-star offensive lineman, and he was run like Trent said earlier this week. Well, it was last week. Patrick Mahomes ran 400 yards backwards in that Super Bowl. So Joe Burrow is going to have some issues. Now the Bills pass rush is not as elite as it would be with Von Miller. So the Bengals got to be glad Von Miller is not playing right now against this situation. But I think Josh Allen, one thing about Josh Allen and Joe Burrow, they both show up when there's another good quarterback on the other end on the other side of the field. So I think Josh Allen's going to show off also and have a good game, and he's going to bounce back from having that game. He had a good game. All those turnovers was waiting on him, but he didn't have that fumble. That fumble killed them because it turned to a scoop and score. But I think Josh Allen's going to bounce back to the playoff Josh Allen from last year, and they're going to pull off with the victory and meet the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. All right.
I'm excited for these playoffs, man. It's going to be a good weekend.
Let's get it. So let's wrap this up. Like this video. Look, I'm freezing up. I don't know what's going on. I go watch my video just freezing up. So like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like we said, we over 400 subscribers. Thank everybody for actually subscribing and those who will in the future. All right. Shout out to AJ for coming on also, and y'all in the comment section. Y'all always lit in the comment section. We're gonna break these videos up into individual videos tonight, so you can go back and watch them. All right. And Dave, let's talk about those IG chats real quick.
Yeah. So again, as you see, AJ is a part of that chat because he's come on the show. I think this is his third or fourth time coming on the show. So he's a regular now. But he's like he said, he has a podcast going on. So we're actually going to go over there after this and support him because he came on to support us. He got on the show, so we're going to do the same thing for my guy. But yeah, the Refuse to Lose Sports Chat. If you want to be able to get into that chat, you have to come on the show. So let us know if you want to come on the show. You can follow us on our IG chat, as you see right there. And then we'll add you into the chat. But like I said, you got to come on to the show first. Let us know what topic you want to talk about, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, college basketball. We haven't even had a college basketball show yet, so I think we're going to do that pretty soon.
Very soon.
And then college football is over, but if you want to get on that, I put out all the alerts that's going on when it comes to coaches, recruiting, transfer portals, so all that stuff comes out. Then we have the NFL NBA chat. We get a lot of news and alerts for that. Like I said, we just found out that the Vikings fired their defensive coordinator. So, and that stuff comes out before it comes out on ESPN. So that lets you know.
DC.
We got we the plugs out here, man. We the plugs out here. If y'all don't know that yet, but you will soon learn that. Then we have a boxing chat going on as well. We had our very first boxing episode that came up. It was lit. It was really a great show. Like I said, shout out again to Tony and Ricky and Tomo. That was a really good show. There'll be another one coming up soon because Jay Garcia and Gervonta Davis finally got the fight going on. It's going to happen in April, so we're excited about that. And then we got a baseball show coming up within a week or two. Like I said, I'm gonna have my guy Teddy on, Trent, and more than likely my brother and Carl maybe as well. But those are the guys that like baseball. So look out for that show coming up. Definitely gonna have some good topics coming up because we have some big signings. But if you want to be in any of those chats, just put your IG name in the comment section or follow us on IG. That way we're able to put it in there. You can message us. Both our pages are public. So you can message us whenever you want to. Let us know which chat you want to join, and then we'll put you in there. And like I said, again, if you want to get on the Refuse to Lose chat, you got to come on the show. So specify which chat you want to be in, and if you want to come on the show, let us know.
Yes, sir. So last words. Shout out to my Kings, man. Take care of the Lakers. Like I said in our group chat, like David just talked about, it's a renewed rivalry. All right, and I called it before the season. I said the Kings would beat the Lakers 3-1, and we did just that. All right. So shout out to the Kings. Fox Sabonis, All-Stars this year. Got the number one offense in the NBA, like we mentioned earlier in the segment. So third seed, y'all. The Kings are the third seed. And if I could find anybody outside of a Kings fan who listen, I didn't even have us at a third seed. I said we would be a 6th seed, starting the season. I said we won't get in the play-in. We're going to bypass the play-in and get in the playoffs, which we are. And only that, we got home court advantage first round, David. Potentially second round, too. So, shout out to the Kings. Commanders, man, listen. I'm hearing that Sam Howell, you're going to stick with him. I'm cool with it, but we got to make sure we build around that very well. Offensive line, please address that. Offensive coordinator, please get a young, innovative coach that's creative. We have too many creative pieces to not be creative offense, all right? So, that's all I got. Go ahead, David.
All right, so I'm actually going to start this off with the Miami Heat. I don't usually talk about them, but we've played pretty well without Kyle Lowry in the lineup, and we're actually the number 6 seed in the East right now. I didn't see that happen, so I'm definitely excited. And I think we looking at who's in the other spots. I think we got a good shot at least being the 6th seed. If we continue to play the way we've been playing, and if we add those two pieces that we talked about, if we do get Jay Crowder and John Collins, I think we have a good shot at being the number 6 seed. Better than the Lakers. We put that out there. But still, I don't see us doing too much this year because we don't have all the pieces that we need. And until we make those moves, I don't see us getting too far. But it's exciting to at least know that we blew out a good Pelicans team last night, and we have an opportunity to go get some other players. University of Miami.
Talk to him.
We gotta amp up the recruiting for Commander McClain. He just went and visited Colorado to go to with Prime, so the chances are very low for us to be able to get him. But he did commit to us, so let's try to get him to sign that national letter of intent so we can have a good season this year coming up. So that'll be good. Duke basketball, I don't gotta say nothing about you. You know, not Coach K has been gone, so it seems like the team is gone. And then San Francisco, we got a game coming up Sunday. We hear all the chirping that's been going on with all the Cowboys fans. There's even been a Cowboys radio show. I definitely wish I would have sent the clip to Joe so he could put it on the show. But there was a Cowboys radio show who wished injury upon Christian McCaffrey. So just to let you know, we hear those things, and just be prepared for a good game on Sunday.
Crazy.
I'm not the one to talk trash, but all I'm saying is I'm keeping all the receipts. All those that have been saying that we're gonna get blown out, and you know what's the reason that we would be able to beat y'all? I'm just keeping those receipts. That's it. You're not gonna hear much from me until the game is over.
That's good. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today, and we'll see y'all at the next episode. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.